I'd had this acute pain that literally made me projectile vomit on the spot.
Your first failure is your inability to say no. Explain to us where that stems from, do you think?
I mean, honestly, I don't know. I just feel like I'm a resilient person. I'm a trier. I never want to give up.
Mm.
It's this sense of if I give up, if I didn't try my absolute hardest, then I failed. I've not put my best foot forward. And that is the failure that
Mm.
I won't be able to deal with. I can deal with coming second or last even or whatever, but only with the knowledge that I've given it absolutely everything. So it's not about people pleasing or anything like that,
Yeah.
but it's about trying. And I will not say no to the most extreme, ridiculous things. And where I feel that that has become a bit of a failure for me is my lack of ability to identify when I'm at my limit. It used to be something that was almost celebrated, like I'm the person who can work out until I throw up. So it's just a bit funny at the time. But actually, when you are climbing a mountain and you're like, I'm feeling a bit faint, but I'm just going to get to the top, and then you collapse at the top of the mountain. Or when you are dancing so hard that you snap a ligament, you do go, oh my gosh, I could really hurt myself here if I don't figure this out. It's good to try hard, I think, still. But I also think when I don't understand my limits, that's where it can get a bit dangerous sometimes. And that's what I'm still trying to figure out.
So those two examples that you cite are things that have actually happened to you. So the first one is the celebrity SAS Who Dares Wins, where, as I mentioned earlier, you took your backpack and Sam Thompson's all the way up a mountain, and you didn't collapse at the top of the mountain. You came all the way back down. Then you did some cold water swimming. Then you just got to a stage where you're like, you needed to be dragged out of the canal or wherever you were swimming. And it's actually quite a terrifying thing to watch. We watch you, your eyes roll back in your head, and you collapse and you faint. What was that like to go through? Because for the rest of us, it's just like a reality TV program, but for you, that's like very intense.
It's so interesting as well because there's a whole team of people who are like, just stop, you're allowed to stop, it's fine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'm fine. In my mind, I will always got this really high pain threshold. I can really endure some tough things until I'm not, and then I go, oh, actually, yeah, maybe I wasn't fine. And gosh, that was a bit touch and go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. And I want to get back to that. But then I just want to talk to you about Strictly Come Dancing. So the day before the final, you've made it to the final three, you're scoring amazingly across the board, and you tear a ligament in your ankle. That must have been so upsetting.
It was
Yeah.
so distressing because actually it was a couple of days before the final, but actually it was undiagnosed as like this ligament tear. So I just knew that I'd hurt myself. I knew that like I'd had this acute pain that literally made me projectile vomit on the spot. That's how sharp the pain was. I couldn't put an ounce of weight on my toe. I literally could not stand up, but yet I was every single waking day. I was like, well, it's fine. I still went to rehearsals. I still watched my dance partner dance with another professional dancer and was like, it's fine. I'm going to like learn the routine.
Wow.
I'm going to like watch the steps and I am going to be ready for the final. I'm going to figure it out. I am going to be injected with all of the steroids. I was having fluid drained out of my foot. I was having scans. I was having ultrasounds on my foot. I was elevating my foot and having ice compressions whilst also watching my dance steps and doing television interviews. And I was doing all of those things, hobbling around on a crutch, going, no, I don't need anything. I'm going to be fine. And then I'm now in a moon boot and then speaking to the team at Strictly saying, do you think we could do an iconic dance where I am in a moon boot? Like I literally was begging.
Thanks for tuning in. And if you found this video enjoyable, be sure to check out the full episode on your preferred podcast platform. And make sure you're following How to Fail on social media for additional content and updates.